Hi guys, welcome back. So this is going to be a quick or short collective reading. We're just going to be channeling some messages for you from your spiritual team or your ancestors. So let's begin. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who are drawn to this reading right now. Oh my gosh, wow, this one is very straightforward, you guys. Okay. And then moon in reverse. Okay. So here's what I'm hearing based on all of these cards that we just pulled, what your ancestors, your spiritual team are saying here, that things will not always be this way. Okay. So I am actually feeling that majority of you who are drawn to this video or watching this video, you guys are really going through a lot. Okay. And some of you have been going through something really difficult or challenging for a long time now. Because I keep on hearing somebody saying, when will this ever end? I wanted a new beginning. I wanted something new for myself. I don't like where I am. So you're definitely not satisfied with how things are, or something is actually making you guys unhappy. And your ancestors, your spiritual team are definitely aware of how you are feeling overwhelmed about your current issue or situation. So their message for you is to stay optimistic, all right? To stay positive, that things will actually shift towards something better for you. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm also drawn to the Six of Swords. And Six of Swords is also talking about the end of a very difficult situation. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. And there's definitely going to be some transformation happening as you move towards this new beginning. Tower is also talking about changes. And we see here this butterfly, which is also talking about transformation. So that's why I heard that this is not going to be permanent. This is just something temporary, even if you may have felt very, very frustrated or upset because this challenge that you are going through has been going on for a long time already. Because I keep on hearing somebody is just really pissed off or really frustrated because they are not liking how things are and they wanted something new. They really wanted to break free from something, okay? But it seems as if that things are still not moving ahead, or things are actually not yet shifting towards what someone is actually hoping for. Some of you are actually going through a lot of challenges around finances. That's also what I'm getting here, or your business if you have one. So again, regardless of what your challenge is, what your spiritual team and ancestors are saying here is to be positive, to keep hoping. Star is all about hope, all right? To stay optimistic, even if things are just really overwhelming, or even if it's hard for you to stay centered and calm during turbulent times. Let's move on to the next set of cards. Rest and rejuvenate. Oh my gosh, wow. There's really something about staying centered, grounding. We see here this young man, and he's actually in the forest or in the woods, and he's actually meditating. Now he got the nature card, which is also talking about grounding. And then he got freedom. Wow. So with this rest and rejuvenate card, this is very straightforward from your spiritual team or ancestors, because we just talked about how a lot of you guys are feeling overwhelmed. And this is actually not just for you, but everybody else, all right, are feeling all of these turbulent energies. So you're being asked by your spiritual team to take a step back, all right? This is a time for you to take a rest, especially if you found yourself overthinking, or if you found yourself really confused, like you're trying to find a solution, you've been overthinking. That's not going to help. You are being encouraged to take a step back, quiet your mind, rest. Because Four of Swords is also talking about somebody's mentally exhausted. Maybe you're kind of like tired of thinking, all right? Thinking of something, whether it's solutions or the issue that you're actually faced with. And then you got the nature card, and it says, ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. So again, this is the message for you from your spiritual team or ancestors. Take a step back, all right? Find a sanctuary in nature, or ground yourself, especially that things are very, very overwhelming for you and the current situation that you are in. For others of you with this freedom card, it says, live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence. This is something separate, I feel, but it can still be connected to each other, meaning you needed to take a step back. Free yourself from what's causing you a lot of these heaviness or stress, because it's not helping you to find a solution even. That's what I'm hearing. And this is the best time for you to, again, take a breather, so you can actually come back with a rejuvenate keyword, so you can actually come back a lot more clear-headed, all right? So I feel it's still connected, but at the same time, I'm also getting a very separate message here. For some of you, your guides or your ancestors are encouraging for you to claim your independence, all right? To break free from what's actually limiting you, to choose your freedom. If you don't like the situation that you're in right now, what can you actually do, all right? If you don't like, for instance, the environment that you are in, then choose your freedom. Break free from something that is no longer making you happy. Because what you truly deserve, it's happiness, it's peace, it's freedom. So there's something about self-limiting beliefs for others of you. That is another message that I'm picking up from your spiritual team or ancestors. Let's pull it more. New beginnings. We were just talking about that earlier. Wow. Yeah. Remember that? At the very start of this reading, I was actually hearing someone saying, my gosh, I just wanted a new chapter. I don't want to be in this same old sickening situation. I keep on hearing that, like somebody's just really fed up. But like what I said, your guides, your ancestors are saying, just keep on looking ahead. Don't attract the worst that could actually happen, okay? Hope for the best. That's why I got the star card. But yes, there is going to be a new chapter or a new beginning for you guys watching this collective reading. It's just a cycle. Kind of like the full moon, right? Before you actually reach the full moon, you have to go through other phases. So yeah, you would actually step into a new chapter, a new cycle of your life, or a new beginning. Then you got action. Ooh. And you have weather natural events. So yeah, this weather natural events is definitely talking about how a lot of the people who are actually drawn to this reading, you guys are really, feeling overwhelmed, because that's what this card is all about. Some of you are having a hard time handling the changes that has occurred in your life recently, okay? Or you're worried how you're actually going to be surviving, which is very, very common nowadays because of what's going on all around the globe, right? There's so many things going on. There's so many things happening, from natural disasters, climate changes, wars, inflation. Wow, it's just really overwhelming. And maybe that's why the message for most of you is to take a step back. This is a time for you guys to be gentle to yourself. Take a rest your mind. Because again, Four of Swords is all about mental exhaustion, okay? And you needed that so you can actually come back a lot more clear-headed. That's what I kept on hearing, And then for others of you, so since we've described about what this card is all about, in which it is talking about somebody who's actually having a hard time dealing with changes or handling their current situation, is making someone feel so overwhelmed. All right. Like, I don't know what to do. All right. I don't know if how I am going to be able to survive this situation. I keep on hearing that too. So I'm getting here that maybe, like what I said earlier, it's really, really best for a lot of you guys to rest, meditate. All right. Meditate about your situation. And once you're ready, take the necessary steps. For some of you, the action card here is also talking about how some of you also needed to break free from something, to release yourself from something that's probably causing you a lot of pain, causing you a lot of frustration or stress, or anything that's hindering you from growing or hindering you from achieving happiness, or even this new beginning that you so deserve. All right, let's try to pull it more. Abundance. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. This one is very straightforward with the abundance card, gentle gardener, and then rock bottom. So what this is actually telling me is that some of you, you're feeling as if that you've reached the dead end. You don't know what to do. I don't know where to go now. What's going to happen? All right. Which is again connected to the weather natural events card, which is again talking about someone who's actually worried about their survival. And that's because some of you are feeling as if that you're stuck, you're trapped. I don't know where to go anymore. Where is this going? What's next for me? Okay. And so if you're resonating with that, your ancestors who are actually watching over you, look at this old lady over here. They're actually watching over you, and they're actually reminding you to be gentle with your thoughts. Okay. Pay attention to what you're thinking. Don't think of your situation as if that it's over. You can't do anything about it. Maybe that's why earlier the message for you guys is to stay optimistic, to hope for the best, even if it's actually really difficult, but there's no other choice but to have faith in the situation. Okay. Some of you, it's actually related to maybe your finances. Some of you are really financially strapped. And this is something that everybody actually has been experiencing, which is quite understandable. But then again, yeah, your guides are saying, be careful of what you're always thinking. This is what this card is all about, by the way. Let's pull it more. Yeah, he got success and growth. Time for a nap. Are you kidding me? Wow. This is the second time in which the collective are really being encouraged to take a step back, rest. Okay, rest. Rest your mind, rest your body, rest your spirit. All right, especially that things are just very, very overwhelming. Because Eight of Wands is a swift energy, right? And we're actually going too fast, or you wanted to get things done, all right? Or you have an overactive mind, even, again, it's just really going to be draining you or exhausting you. And that's why the message for you from your ancestors and your guides, it's okay, relax. I know it's actually quite hard to do that, especially with what you're going through, but it's not going to help. So we are suggesting to you to take a step back, take a breather, all right? Quiet your mind, all right? Take a nap, rest. Wow. And I feel it's also because of your spiritual team are working behind the scenes for you. They're definitely helping you. They heard your prayers. They heard your cries, all right? Just like this beautiful fox over here being nestled, with this really beautiful moon, okay? So this is actually your guide. And your guides are actually comforting you. Your guides are actually encouraging for you, hey, I know you're tired. I know you're sick of things, but take a break, right? Take a break. Take some rest. You needed rest. And with this Eight of Wands as well, or success and growth card, this is their promise for you guys, all right? That you will achieve this dream, whether it's success in your current job right now, or in your business, or there's going to be growth in your current work or business. Because some of you are actually feeling hopeless. That's more of like what I'm hearing. It's as if that you've reached, again, the dead end. Some of you guys are really being encouraged to put your focus on, on what makes you feel happy with this creativity card. Look at this sunny yellow color, right? I keep on hearing somebody watching this collective reading, you are kind of like torn about what is my next career path. Am I still in the right career path? Because I'm no longer happy, or I'm not seeing any growth, or you feel lost right now in your situation. And so I feel for some of you, the advice from your spiritual team or ancestors is to put your focus on what makes you happy. It's as if you're like a kid, doing it. Whether it's you painting, all right, or doing some beadwork or any other artwork, whatever. That's why I got this creativity card. Anything that would actually make your soul sing or make you happy like a child. I keep on hearing that. There's something about inner child, or what makes your inner child happy. That was so strong. I really got that. So anyway, let's pull up more. Acceptance. Ooh. And we got 2 cards here. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. Let's actually start off with the acceptance card, all right? And it says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So I feel that the message for some of you from your spiritual team or ancestors is to put your focus on the things that are within your control. For the things that are actually not within your control anymore, especially if it's actually related to your past, leave it behind, okay? Release it. Put your focus on what's in front of you, what's in the present moment, or the things that you can still actually change, or the things that you are actually in control of. But for the things that has already transpired, for the things that has been, done over the past, release it, okay? Let it go. And then next, for some of you, this is the message from your spiritual team or ancestors. I'll be reading it. It says, tune into the subtle and divine force within me, and you shall sense the subtle and divine force within yourself and all living things. Over the coming days, there is a heightened sense of spiritual connection with Isis, goddess of motherhood, magic, and fertility. Wow. That is so highly spiritual. Somebody really needed to hear that message. Maybe that's also the reason as to why a lot of the collective watching or drawn to this collective reading are really being encouraged to meditate, okay? Meditate, ground your energies. This is a time for the collective to really go within and to connect with our higher self as well, all right? Next message is this. You may not be aware of it yet, but a tapestry full of positive outcomes and spiritual blessings now permeates your aura. The gray clouds have lifted, replaced by soft, radiant light. The past will soon be behind you. Let it go and embrace the positive times ahead. Isn't that crazy? That's the 6 of Swords energy as well. Remember, you got the 6 of Swords? And based on the message here, it's really reminding me of that card. because Six of Swords is also talking about, again, moving towards peaceful waters. You're coming out of the heavy storm. So just like what it says here, the gray clouds have lifted, replaced by soft, radiant light. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, right? The past will soon be behind you. Because again, Six of Swords is talking about moving forward, all right? Moving from the heavy storms, moving away from it and moving towards something peaceful. And so I feel that for others of you, you are really being encouraged to let go of the past. This is exactly what I was just talking about earlier. I feel that this message is connected to this acceptance card, in which somebody needed to hear this message. If it has already transpired in the past, what's done is done. Don't keep on going back to it, which will only make you feel bad, upset, angry, or whatsoever. Let it go. Instead, embrace the present moment or embrace the positive times ahead. So there's actually something about looking ahead instead of looking back, right? I feel that's the main message from your spiritual team or your ancestors. Don't keep on looking back. Keep on moving forward. Keep looking ahead with a positive mindset, even if it's really challenging. My gosh, wow. I love this message. Really, really beautiful message for the collective. All right, so let's try to pull up another set of cards. See the big picture. So for some of you guys, you're being encouraged by your spiritual team to embrace the giraffe spirit, because giraffe is a tall animal, right? Which is actually talking about perspective as well. Since the giraffe is a tall animal, you can actually see, or you can actually look at a better view, right? Because of its advantage of being tall than the rest of the animals. So you're being encouraged to look at your situation from a higher point of view, or to see the bigger picture. Let's pull up more. New birth, guarded vigilantly. Okay. And then courage. All right. So let's start off with the courage. We've already talked about the giraffe spirit. Now with the courage card, again, this is their message for you guys, even though things are really overwhelming, even if things are really scary, okay? Because again, the weather card is kind of talking about things that are just really, really chaotic, or it's hard for you to kind of like adapt to some changes that has occurred already, or you don't know how to survive a particular situation that you are in. And so they're saying, be courageous, all right? Don't be afraid. And besides, your guides are with you. Your ancestors are with you. Some of you guys are being encouraged by your spiritual team not to be afraid to let go of the past, to make peace with the past, to lovingly surrender it, all right? Because you are being prepared to this new beginning. You're being prepared, rather. Oh my gosh, my accent just suddenly changed. Prepared for a new beginning. You are going through a lot of transformation. And with this new beginning or this new transformation occurring for the collective, there's something about carrying the lessons with you, okay? And being a lot more wiser this time because of what you've experienced in the past. The past has taught the collective so many lessons, because I'm drawn to this guy holding this lantern. It's kind of like giving me the hermit vibe, all right? Like you're seeing things. There's enlightenment. And that's what you're going to be carrying with you as you move towards this new beginning. You're being reborn, all right? And sometimes you have to go through a lot of things first, especially it's the age of Aquarius, right? People are beginning to awaken. And so, yeah, you will be feeling a lot. You will be going through a lot because you're being prepared for something new, okay? So change may be a little bit uncomfortable at times, or it may be a little bit hard to embrace. But yeah, again, your guides are really encouraging for you to be courageous, all right? Dare to go after your dreams. That's also what I'm hearing. Be fearless, be bold. Don't be afraid because you are definitely being guided here. All right, so let's get the last set of cards. Let's see what your spiritual team or your ancestors wanted to say. Okay, for others of you, your guides, your ancestors are saying we will be together again. So for those who probably lost a loved one or recently lost a loved one, your ancestors or your loved ones in spirit are saying, all right, that they never left you, all right? And you and this person that you probably lost, you guys are going to be together again. Soul is eternal. Always remember that. Only our physical body dies. But our loved ones are always with us, even though they may be not on the physical plane anymore. Okay? Somebody also needed to hear that. I feel like pulling up 2 more. There is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. Okay, and that's true. Yeah. When you're in the spirit world or in a different dimension, yeah, there's no time. Okay? Time only exists here on this physical realm, which is the earth that we live in. All right, what else? And then you got a message that says the earth is our school. Well, yes, it makes sense because we were just talking about that earlier, right? Because I was drawn to this guy holding this lantern and I was just talking about wisdom, enlightenment. So yeah, we all come to this earth to learn. All right. I'll be doing a reading in the near future. Maybe I don't want to promise, but I really wanted to do a reading about souls. Okay. And that's something that you guys probably wanted to look after or look forward to, rather. So, yeah, but true. The earth is our school. Some of us, we have come to this earth so many times, all right? Multiple times, several times. And again, the challenges that we're faced with, or the situation that we're faced with, that's part of our lesson. That's part of our test. So, yeah, your guides, your ancestors are reminding you of that, all right? That you came to this earth to learn. We all come to this earth to learn. The school is actually the earth that we live in right now, okay? And if you were able to pass some tests or some challenges, it's like you finally graduated with flying colors. Otherwise, you would come back, take the exam again, or take the test again. I remember my late father saying that this realm, which is our earth, the physical plane that we're in, is not really that easy, okay? I remember my late father saying that it's hard. It's hard to stay on this realm because of it's filled with a lot of tests. It's filled with a lot of challenges where people experience suffering or pain. Some people who are already in the other realm or other dimension or spirits who have already passed on, there's no more pain. All right? They don't even feel the sickness that they've had when they were still living. So that's why the earth is a very difficult plane. All right? But anyway, that's a different story. That's a different topic. Let's now pull up the last 2 cards. What else? Any other message for the collective from the ancestors and spiritual team? Ooh, boy. Okay. Let's see. Intuitive nudges. So let me read it. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. Yes. So maybe some of you are being encouraged by your spiritual team or your ancestors to follow your heart, follow or trust your intuition. Maybe you're getting the nudges already. Okay. And intuition is based on feelings. It's something that the eye, look at this image of the eye, cannot see. All right? But if you actually try to close your eyes and you just go within, you would suddenly get the answers that you're seeking for. So trust it. Trust those intuitive nudges. So for some of you guys who are feeling lost or you're not sure about what to do, again, the answer already lies within you. That's what your guides are saying. You just have to trust those intuitive nudges. Okay? It's something that cannot be explained with a logical mind, or it's something that the physical eye cannot see. It's something that exists within your heart, your own feelings, your own emotions. Okay? And then lastly, let's get this Spirit Messages deck. Ooh, okay. It says it's time to hit the reset button. Clear out the old so that room is available for the new to enter. Trust that better things are coming fast. Prepare to move to the next phase of your life. This is your rebirth. Are you freaking kidding me? You saw me shuffle as always. I can't make this up. Welcome this beautiful brand new energy. You've got this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is creepy. And this is exactly what we were just talking about earlier, right? Remember, that's the message for the collective, that everybody is being prepared for something new. All right? It's about time to let go of what some of you might be still holding on to, or somebody's kind of like afraid to deal with the changes. All right? Because it's something new. It's something scary. Change is quite scary at times, of course. But yeah, your guides, your ancestors are saying, be brave. Don't be afraid. All right? This is the time to hit that reset button, to clear out the old so you can actually welcome something new. Remember, I told you guys that the people who are drawn to this reading, you guys are going through a lot of transformation. And sometimes it's really going to be painful and challenging, right? And uncomfortable. But this is actually for your highest good. So just trust it. That's what your guides are saying. Trust it. You're being led towards something far more better than what you thought was best for you. That's what I'm hearing right now. Okay? You're moving towards the next phase or chapter of your life. And we've seen that when we saw this cycle card, the new beginnings card, right? Gosh, I love the synchronicities of this reading. But yeah, your guides are saying, your ancestors are saying, you've got this. Prepare for this beautiful brand new energy that's about to enter your life, all right? Be excited for it. And again, a really strong or stern reminder from your guides to release the past. If you notice, that kept on repeating over and over again. The people are very much being reminded by their guides to not to look back, but to look ahead. All right? So to see this message, that is a strong validation for sure. Anywho, that's it. That's what I have for you. So I certainly hope this reading gave you some insight. It actually helped you to realize something about your current situation. It gave you motivation as well, because that's the main point, or that's the main goal of my spiritual team, of course. All right. I'm just a translator here. All right. I don't take so much credit of what I'm doing. Always remember that we tarot readers, we're basically like translators. All right. We try to translate everything that we are kind of like channeling or getting from the spiritual team, and even your own spiritual team. But the one that gets credit for this, it's your spiritual guides, your angels, or the divine. All right. Because they love you so, so much. All right. So there you go. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next week. Love and light.